An Indian comes to India to take on Harley-Davidson. Its origin dates back to 1902. Even before the U.S. iconic superbike maker Harley-Davidson was founded, the century-old cult American brand Indian is now planning to enter the Indian market by mid-2014, pitting its premium cruisers against the market leader, Harley-Davidson, one of the two motorcycle brands owned by US-based Polaris. The Indian is aggressively venturing beyond the US to push volumes and sees India as a key market. Though the name might suggest, the brand has no link with the country. Originally called the American Indian, it is inspired by America's indigenous tribe, Red Indians. The name was later shortened to Indian. The company has had a checkered history, with numerous owners. It was acquired by DuPont Motors in 1930 and sold as many units as Harley-Davidson in the 40s, but it went bankrupt in 1945 after being taken over by Rogers Group. After that, there were 9 companies that bought and sold the brand before it finally came in the Polaris Group's fold. The brand is developing an entire range of bikes with the new engine type it showcased at the Daytona Bike Week earlier this year. The Indian uses some of the biggest engines known to motorcycles for its upmarket cruisers, with its heritage but a limited customer base. The Indian will target consumers in India looking for a cruiser brand other than Harley-Davidson. Within 3 years of entering the country, rival Harley-Davidson, the price of which starts from Rs. $571,000, sold over 1,325 units in India last year. Despite a slowdown in the automobile sector, its sales grew 178% from 476 units a year before. The Indian will have to piggyback on the plans of its parent company, US-based Polaris Industries, which is also finalizing plans for the launch of its own brand, Victory, in India. The company, which markets all-terrain vehicles ATVs in India, had bought the Indian in 2011. Under the Indian brand are models like Chief Classic, Dark Horse and Vintage, all priced above $26,000 Rs. $30,000. It is showcasing a new cheaper model in August this year which will be priced at $19,000 Rs. $45,000. Prices of these models will more than double when imported to India. It is not yet clear if the Indian and Victory brands will be marketed from a single showroom or different showrooms with separate branding. The company was on schedule to launch the Victory range this year, but decided to change its plans when it thought that the Indian brand would be better suited for the local market for an inaugural launch, said a source. Polaris India Managing Director Pankaj Dubey confirmed that the company was planning to launch the Indian brand in the country next year but declined to elaborate on the plans. Apart from India, Polaris intends to take Indian brand to China as well.